having a child in America is very expensive.
Yeah.
The cost of us going to the hospital, like, giving birth is on loan is going to be $7,000. What's up, YouTube? We are back again with another show. Thank you guys for always watching our episodes and subscribing to our channel. We are almost hitting our goal for this year. Our goal for this year was to get to 1K subscribers. We're only like 5 subscribers away from that. So
I thought we were 2.
2? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, even better. We are 2 subscribers away from that. So thank you guys so much for subscribing. But before we continue, I'm gonna let my wife speak to you guys first.
Hello, everybody. Oliotia Mengoni. Today, we're just kind of hanging out. As you can see, we have our little ice cream. It's a little melty. It's a little warm out. But we're at a little dock. It's got some ducks, some geese. They're a little smelly, but they're cute. So we're just hanging out. We're having a little Friday date. Just
Yeah, in the
hanging out.
nature, it's very beautiful. The park is really nice. Today we're going to talk about, we have a breaking news for you guys, or an announcement. Why don't you tell them the announcement?
Have we not told them?
No, not on the YouTube.
Oh, we're pregnant.
Surprise! So today we're going to be talking about us becoming parents and what it means for us in the near future, in the long term. Were we prepared for it? What is our expectations? What are the lessons that we're drawing from our childhood, our upbringing, and what we want for our kid, right? So today, that is the topic. The topic is going to be about how do we want to raise our children? What are the lessons we are drawing from our past to use or to bring forward to help us raise our children the way we want to raise them? I'll let you go first.
Thankfully, we have very similar views when it comes to raising children. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't have gotten married. We have very similar views when it comes to raising children. We are very excited to become parents. It was a little bit of a surprise this early on, but we're still excited nonetheless. And we're just excited to be able to have like a physical part of the world that's going to be half me, half him.
Yeah, we are very, very excited. It's something we wanted. We wanted to be parents.
Yeah.
We wanted to have kids. So, and we did it the right way. I'm very, very proud of myself, especially like coming from where I come from. It's very easy for people to have kids before getting married,
Well, I mean, even here in America, it's very easy for people to have kids before they're married. But it was something that was important to both of us, that we both wanted to
Be married first before we have
Yeah.
kids.
And it wasn't like we were getting married because we wanted to have kids like right away. It just kind of happened that way. We happened to actually like each other and we wanted to spend the rest of our lives with each other. But it's just kind of an added bonus that now we get to have our
Yeah,
own
and
little-
we wanted to have kids while we are still young, while we're still able, so that
Yeah.
we can raise our kids, so we can be there for our kids, so we can be able to play with our kids. I don't want to be in my 40s and having my first kid. So my kid will then be 20, I'll be 60. So there will be a big age gap. I can't go out running in the park with my kid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I didn't want that. But before even we got to there, I had set a few life goals for me, even before I met my wife. One of the things that I wanted to achieve for me personally before I start my own family was, one, graduate college. That was very important to me. I personally don't care about school, but the reason why I so much wanted to graduate and have a status is because I was doing it for my family, for my mom, and the fact that my mom wasn't educated. And also like the fact that my dad was educated, so I wanted to be exemplary, not just for my mom or my dad, but for my sisters. I have 2 half sisters that I wanted to be very exemplary. I want to set the bar so high so that they can achieve, if they want to achieve goals, they need to look at me, be like, okay, big bro did it, we can also do it. That is number one. Okay, secondly, I also wanted to have a stable source of income, establish myself, find a career path that I enjoy, something that I do that is bringing in money consistently and stably that can help me take care of my family. Because
That doesn't include a lot of stuff.
Pre-antenatal visits, we have to pay for those every month. Thank God we have great jobs. She has a great job. She has great insurance, that her insurance is going to help us out. But
Yeah, it's still very
it's very
expensive.
expensive, you know. So, and we have her side of the family is really, really great, supporting us. Her grandparents, her mom, her dad. We are very fortunate, but it's very expensive. So that is the reason why I wanted to have a stable source of income. And number three, this is probably the most important to me, because coming from where I come from, it was so common to see people have kids without getting married. And the fact that I came from a broken family, not by choice because my dad died when I was young, I did not want that for myself, you know. I wanted to be there and have a stable family for my family. It means that I have to get married. I have to find somebody that I really want to spend my entire life with them, so that I can have kids with them and raise kids with that person as a family, to create a home for my kids. Something I never had. My dad died when I was 6 years old, and it created a vacuum, you know. I don't remember my dad teaching me how to bike. I don't remember my dad taking me to school. I don't remember my dad doing a lot of things like teaching me how to change tires, teaching me how to be a man, or all those things, going fishing with my dad. I don't remember those. Those are the kind of memories that I want to create for my kids. You know, I also want to show my kids that, look, I might not be the richest person in the world, but I've worked tirelessly hard to give you guys a better head start in life, because they are going to start way better than me. First of all, they're going to be citizens of one of the greatest countries in the world, America. That is a plus for them. Second of all, one of the selfless acts that I did was I chose the best mother for them. You know, somebody that's gonna love them, somebody that's gonna nurture them unconditionally. You know, beauty with brains. That is the best gift I could have given them. So I would want to install those, and most importantly, having faith in God, believing that everything happens for a reason. There's a higher power. There's God. You have to believe. You have to accept and commit yourself into hard work, in prayer, and life will always be better. I'm so excited to teach those things to my kids, and most importantly, teach them sport. Teach them how to be a good person. Teach them manners, structure, all those things that our father does. Set them an example of how they should treat, if our kid is a boy, how to treat women, by seeing me and their mom. If she's a girl, what she should expect from a man, from seeing and observing her dad. Those are the things that I'm very excited. However much it is very scary,
Yeah.
but it's natural to be scared for something that you haven't done before, something that you don't know. But I'm very eager to embrace it.
I know we're both very excited about this. And like I said, it was a little bit of a shock. We weren't expecting it this soon. But a lot of people that I've spoken with that have kids, or they're older than us, they've said that you're never really ready for your first kid. You just kind of have to do it. And I think I kind of like that it was a surprise to us, because it's just kind of forcing us to accept it and forcing us to do the things that we need to do. Of course, there were already things that we were planning on doing. It just kind of sets a fire under us to get those things squared away before the baby comes. And I'm very excited that having a kid together, because we've talked about this before in previous videos. We were both very selective when it came to the person that we wanted to spend our lives with, the person that we wanted to marry and we wanted to have be parents to our children. So I'm very excited, because I know that you're not only a great husband, you're going to be a great father. Like you don't just want to have kids. Like, you want to be a father. You want to be involved in their lives. You want to, like, and I know a lot of women in their pregnancy and like right after they give birth, it's very difficult for them, because the fathers tend, American fathers tend to have a lot of issues with picking up things around the house, like picking up the slack. And that's one thing that I never worry about with you, because you already cook, you already clean, you already take care of me in the house when I'm not able to, or I mean even when I am able to, but when you see something that needs to be done, you don't just wait for me to do it. You do it, whether it be the dishes or the trash needs taking out or vacuuming, whatever it is. And a lot of men are not like that. A lot of men, when they come home, they expect to just do nothing, and they expect the wives that come home to do expect their wives that also go to work to come home and do all of that. But I'm grateful and blessed that I'm in a position where my husband knows how to do those things, and he does those things without complaining. So I know that when I'm freshly postpartum, the baby is just here, that I'm not going to have to worry about you being pissy, because I'm probably not going to be able to do a lot of those things because I've just pushed out a human. So I'm very blessed that you already do those things. And that was one thing that I was looking for, like in a husband and in a father of my children, is that they know how to do those things. It's called weaponized incompetence when men don't do stuff like that. They know how to do it and they know they should do it, they just don't do it.
Yeah, to be honest, to set the record clear, I do not enjoy to do those things. I do not.
I don't think anybody
But
enjoys it, but we do it because
it's just something like I grew up in an environment that was very clean. My mom cleans. My mom is very neat. So growing up, like I would come back home, I eat the plate that I've ate from needs to be cleaned. I would clean it. If I don't clean it, I'm gonna get a whooping. So coming from that kind of environment, like clean, wash your clothes, wash yourself, take care of yourself, be neat. That is how I was raised. So those characters or behaviors were instilled in me from a young age, and I've just carried with them. Like for most of my life, I've grown up alone in an environment like where I have to take care of myself.
yeah.
So when I come home and the dishes are dirty, of course I'm going to raise hell, but I'm going to clean them, you know. But I also it's something that it was a work in progress with you, for you to
Yeah.
understand, like you don't have to sit around just because you don't want to do something. If I'm not there, you come home, there's something that has to be done, do it. Do it, and then you can call the person out later. It
Yeah.
just
And
it just sets a better example.
that's something, yes, that we have definitely had to, or I've had to work on. I was not raised in a family where everything was kept super spotless all the time. My mom would much rather have been able to spend time with me than, like, the dishes can wait, that kind of thing, because we were in a position where my mom could do that. My dad was the one that went to work, so my mom was the one that was able to stay home. And so I was not raised in an environment where,
You had to do that, or your mom had to
yes,
do that.
yes. So it took a little bit of a learning curve for me to understand that. But one thing that we're going to teach our children, girls or boys, they're both going to know how to clean, both going to know how to cook, both going to know how to treat
Be
people right.
organized, you know,
Yeah.
how to be respectful, how the most important thing is how to accept when somebody says no, or one of our parents, like their parent says no. Because a
Yes.
lot of kids here in America have realized they don't like to be said no,
And
you know?
another thing that we want to do when we have children is we are a team. Whatever we say goes, even if one of us doesn't agree with the other one. We can talk about it later, but whatever we say in front of the kid is what goes.
Yeah, I mean,
We can disagree about it later,
yeah. I
but
can't like intervene you when you're doing something with them or telling them what to do in front of them. I will just have to wait and discuss it with you, and then maybe correct them later, you know.
yeah.
But other than that, we are very excited. We are very blessed because we know, like I personally knew somebody that was trying to have a kid for the past 23 years and they couldn't get pregnant, and they were miserable, and they like you know, she was our athletic trainer, like in terms of medic, she used to say like she even hates the hospital whenever she goes to the hospital and hears babies cry. So we did not have to try. We were blessed and we are young. It's a
Yes.
blessing to have your children early and you can raise them. That's the biggest blessing because the Bible says, get married and fill the world. So we are very, very blessed. We will do a part two for this session because it's a very broad topic,
Yeah, we
especially
could talk about this for hours.
and especially for us being like young couple. This is our first child. We are both excited. So, wish us luck, pray with us, help us go through this, show us support. Comment in the comment section what do you want us to talk about. And the next videos, I'll share my experiences, how the pregnancy has been so far. So we are very blessed. We appreciate you guys loving us, watching our show, and commenting. Please and please keep subscribing, keep sharing this information. Spread love, not the hate. Take care. Be blessed. We out.
Peace.